Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. On today's episode, we diving into a mailbag that was sent by R Dub, asking if the signing of Justin Lewis at the end of the season, was that something that could ignite a fire under Patrick Williams? So we're going to go ahead and play the intro, and we're going to get right to it. Because you know you got to hear that music first.
Cognac. Gang.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're wondering what's going on with the free agent shopping, we will return, but we had to take an intermission. And I definitely want to make sure every episode includes on all the free agent shopping. So we're gonna get right back to it, and we're gonna make sure we have that ready for y'all tomorrow. Bro. But as of right now, we're gonna answer the voicemail from one of our Certies, R Dub, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about it. Here's the voicemail from R Dub.
What's the deal, family? It's RW Shottown here. I'm sitting here thinking about this past season and just all our players. I know we at this point right now where we just looking at everybody and window shopping, and ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about the two-way signing of what's his name, Justin Lewis, old boy who we picked up last year out of the draft. And I know at the time we kind of, we haven't paid attention to him because he tore his MCL or ACL or one of the two. I think it's MCL, but he messed around and got signed for a two-way contract towards the end of our season. Now, at the time when we drafted him, I was thinking like, okay, this is the backup to Patrick Williams, our backup four. He was all right in the summer league for what we seen, just like Patrick Williams, same kind of body size. You're a little bit heavier, but I think he might be a slight bit taller. And I just want to know, do y'all feel as if his signing was made just to ignite a fire in Patrick Williams? Let me know what y'all think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all heard the voicemail from RW. Brought up some very, just go ahead and clearing his thoughts or whatnot, asking if Justin Lewis was that signing made to ignite a fire under Patrick Williams. And I like the conversation behind it. I think there could be some discussion behind it, but just from my opinion, I would say no. I think Justin Lewis, he came in as a raw talent out of Marquette. He definitely has some flashes, you know what I'm saying? Some things that you can work with when it came down to what we seen in Summer League. But I still think that it's so much that we need to see before we can say, hey, he's going to absolutely light a fire under Patrick Williams. He went out with the ACL, the MCL injury. He tore it, so he got to work his way back up. And honestly, yes, Summer League is some film, but we need to see more film. Maybe see more film of him in the G League. Maybe see if he can get some runs in the NBA type of environment before we go ahead and say this guy actually has some talent to ignite a fire under Patrick Williams. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take anything from him, you know what I'm saying? Or, but honestly, we don't know what he could be. We definitely know he has the measurables. We definitely know he looks like damn near Patrick Williams. It was the battle with a neck brace before, between all these guys, just to have a little fun and throw that in there. But again, I still think that him specifically would not light a fire under Patrick Williams. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the fire didn't come early in the season when Patrick Williams was benched by Javonte Green. You know what I'm saying? Because if you asking me, I think Patrick Williams has more in his bag than a Javonte Green. But the problem is that Patrick Williams was so damn passive, you couldn't trust and believe that he was going to show up and perform in those moments. Hence why we put in Wu to, come in and do something, because Wu was out there balling before he went down with injury. He was out there sticking defense, getting out of transition, trying to dunk on everybody's head. So you have to play somebody who is actively playing good basketball more so than somebody who is a bit passive going on in the season. Then Wu goes down, Patrick Williams come back in. He's a bit inconsistent again. So then you have to consider that again. You're like, golly. And then it gets to the point to where they even start Alex Caruso over Patrick Williams. You know what I'm saying? And I think Patrick Williams, he started to turn that corner at the second half of the season. You seen, you know what I'm saying, with that reserve role, you seen somebody who's a bit more consistent defensively, was a monster defensively, and definitely you seen him get to his spots a lot easier. In that second half of the season as well. You seen to where he was able to be comfortable. There are many games to where we can look back on and be like, dang, he almost dunked somebody. And then towards those last few games of the season, he was dunking somebody. So you got to give him credit there. And I think the only way you continue to light fire under Patrick Williams is to get on his ass. And that's just what it really is. You know what I'm saying? The coaching staff has to be hard on Patrick Williams. The players need to be hard on Patrick Williams. Just like it was some games to where we say Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, Pat, shoot the ball. That's the type of leadership you want to have in front of and around Patrick Williams. That's going to ignite a fire out of him. I think the coaching staff has to be able to put some confidence around him, make the man confident, and then go ahead and take flight. I think you have to go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Because if Patrick Williams, I believe that this season coming up is going to tell us everything we know about the offseason that Patrick Williams went through. We seen last year, you know what I'm saying? He went to work out with DeMar DeRozan, got with the plan, ran in Drew League, did some run, things like that. And that's totally fine. But let's go ahead and do that again. But now I want Patrick Williams to go ahead and take it upon himself. Let me get yourself a trainer. Continue to find your spots a little bit better. Continue to tighten up that dribble. Continue to, go ahead and be a force on the court, because the Chicago Bulls, the only way they take a step forward is if these young players start to pan out. Also, the damn coaching staff got to put these young players in good position to succeed as well. It has to be a collective thing to where you see the player executing the plan and the coach giving the plan that the player needs to execute. Every game, it should be something different that Billy Donovan is challenging Patrick Williams to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going over there chewing 2 packs of gum in a quarter, go out here and set this man up for success. All right, Patrick Williams, I want you to go ahead. I want you to find your shot on and once Zach come off the court, once DeMar come out the court, I want you to go ahead and find your shot. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go ahead and initiate some offense this game. I want you to go ahead and push the pace a little bit more in this game. When you had an opportunity and your team needs a bailout and the ball gets back in your hands, I need you to create a shot for yourself. You need to see what this kid can actually do. He only 21 years old, man. 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? Dealt with a lot coming into it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people giving a lot of smoke. We have on this channel as well because we see all the potential of what he could potentially be. He has all the intangibles. Good defensively, good size, the best three-point shooter on the team. So you know he can bring something to the table. It's just being consistent with it, man. Being consistent with it. And I think that he has to do it. And I think he can do it. I don't think it comes with Justin Lewis being behind him and igniting a fire behind him in that type of way. But I definitely feel like he can use this past season as something to grow from. Take your starting spot back and don't give it back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see Javonte Green being better than Patrick Williams. I don't see Alex Caruso being better than Patrick Williams. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, these guys are in front of him because their impact is felt much more than Patrick Williams because he's so damn passive. There are plenty of games to it. We calling this man Passive Pete. But if P be willing, we good. Y'all catch my drift? That's all it really comes down to, man. All it really comes down to. And as far as, the last thoughts on Justin Lewis, I think it's something cool. But at the end of the day, he still got a lot to prove within himself to make it out the G League. He's a two-way player. He got to be able to perform and get called up. So I think he gets bigger fish to fry than to say he's going to light a fire under Patrick Williams. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel in the comment box below and what we talked about today. Who do y'all think could light a fire under Patrick Williams? What is it going to take for Patrick Williams to take that next step? Go ahead and make sure y'all hit in the comment box below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to leave a voicemail, go ahead and do so by sending a text message or a voicemail or calling in. You know what I mean? 773-242-9219. It's another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Bro, and hey, we in Chicago. Self-evaluation. It's bye.
Cognac. Gang.